Good afternoon. I am Sheena Payne, proud principal of West Florida High School of Advanced Technology. Welcome to West Florida High School's 2016 graduation. To the parents, grandparents, other relatives, and friends of our graduates, thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. This ceremony is very special as we honor our students today. It is a formal ceremony, therefore, I ask that the audience act in a respectful manner so that each graduate may be recognized appropriately. Please turn off your cell phones and other electronic devices and join us in honoring West Florida High School's class of 2016. Please rise for the procession of graduates and remain standing for the presentation of colors by the West Florida High School Honor Guard, the Pledge of Allegiance led by salutatorian Catherine Harvell, and finally the national anthem sung by our Lady Jag Quartet. present colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize our platform guests. To each of you, thank you for being a part of our 2016 graduation celebration. Would you please stand as I call your name? Superintendent of Escambia County Schools, Mr. Malcolm Thomas. School board members, beginning with board chair, representing District 5, Mr. Bill Slayton. Vice chair, representing District 3, Mrs. Linda Moultrie. Representing District 1, Mr. Jeff Bergosh. Representing District 2, Mr. Gerald Boone. And representing District 4, Ms. Patty Hightower. Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Norm Ross. Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Steve Marcanio. Director of High Schools, Mrs. Lisa Morgan. Director of Workforce Education, Dr. Michelle Taylor. And Director of Exceptional Student Education, Mrs. Terry Zaffron. Assistant Principals, to whom I am very grateful, Mr. Cody Strother and Mrs. Erin Kramer. Valedictorian, Mr. Andy Fu. Salutatorian, Catherine Harvell. And the 2016 Senior Class President, Mr. Benny McNeese. Singing the national anthem was our Lady Jag Quartet, Lynn Arthur, Faith Franklin, Kayla Romero, and Tiana Dawkins. To my left are members of the West Florida High School faculty that will assist with the graduation ceremony. Thank you for all that you have done for this class of 2016. A very special thank you to West Florida High School's guidance counselors, beginning with Mrs. Marvetta Nesbitt, Mrs. Tammy Connors, and Mrs. Aisha Ridgway, for your countless hours of support that you have provided for these students. Thank you. To all of our teachers and faculty members, business partners, and friends, thank you for being here to celebrate the successes of our students. You have made a difference and continue to make a difference in our students' lives. And finally, to the class of 2016. As I stand here today, looking at all of your wonderful faces, I am reminded of your arrival 4 years ago. It is my honor and privilege to stand with you today. You have accomplished much as a class and as individuals. I am certain there were days you thought you wouldn't make it, and from time to time, your parents, who spent the last 4 years living with a teenager, might have thought the same thing. And yet, day after day, week after week, year after year, you did it. You committed, you completed the work, and you made it through. For West Florida High School, you have given us 273 reasons to be encouraged by what tomorrow will bring. For those of us here today to celebrate with you, we are not surprised. We've always known you were one of a kind. You made West Florida your choice, and we are better because you were there. Always, your voices will linger from building to building. Your cheers of school pride will be heard on every field we take. Your dedication, curiosity, and sense of fair play will continue to permeate our classrooms, our academies, and our clubs. Your enthusiasm will rest in the gym and the cafeteria as other students work to walk in your footsteps and create their own path. You are Jaguars. Leadership is a part of you because you didn't set out for a role, you set out with a goal, and along the way you've made a difference. You understand service like Robert Ingersoll because you rise by lifting others. You understand commitment like Abraham Lincoln because commitment is what transforms promise into reality. You understand that things won't always go as planned like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because while we must accept finite disappointment, we must never lose infinite hope. Yours has been an awesome journey, and the best is yet to come. As your name is called today, both collectively and individually, enjoy this moment and purpose in your heart that there will be more like this to come. West Florida will go with you wherever you go, and we look forward to the journey. Finally, you will always be my first class as principal. You've made this journey all the more worthwhile for me, and I will always remember and love you. Congratulations, class of 2016. Seniors, I present to you your SGA class president, Benny McNeese, who will share memories of your 4 years at West Florida High School, followed by messages from salutatorian Catherine Harvell and valedictorian Andy Fu.
Welcome, Superintendent Malcolm Thomas, school board members, district staff, administration, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2016. Cecilia Ahern once said, "Our life is made up of time, our days measured in hours, our knowledge is measured in years." And yet time eventually runs out, and you wonder in your heart of hearts if those seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, and decades were being spent the best way they possibly could. The year was 2012. President Obama was running for a second term. Call Me Maybe played 12 times a day on the radio. It was the year of the London Olympics, and the class of 2016 was about to begin high school. We entered West Florida for the first time as students, and we had no idea what to expect. Who would we sit with at lunch? What if we got lost on our way to class? Would the food be better than in middle school? As the year went on, we found the answers to these questions. We made friends to sit with at lunch, we learned how to get to our classes, and we discovered that the food, in fact, was better. Before we knew it, freshman year was over. The year was 2013. Kim Kardashian had given birth to Northwest, Katniss Everdeen had re-entered the arena in the Hunger Games Catching Fire, the Boston Red Sox won the World Series over the St. Louis Cardinals, and we were now in our sophomore year of high school. As some would say, we were wise fools. All of us were excited that we were no longer freshmen, but we were still baby Jags at the bottom of the food chain. We became friends with more upperclassmen, and we thought we knew everything there was to know about high school. But in reality, we had so much more to learn. We had our friend groups, we knew where everything was, but nothing could prepare us for what was going to come next. The year was 2014. The United States played the FIFA World Cup in Brazil, Pharrell Williams tried to make us happy, and we were all terrified of getting Ebola. It was junior year. Junior year rolled around and we couldn't have been more excited. We played bigger roles in our clubs and we were able to go to prom. The sun was setting on our time as Jaguars, but we were not done yet. First, we had to conquer Capstone, the project our upperclassmen friends told us to prepare for, but none of us actually did. The time came for us to start working on our capstone products and presentations with the hopes that we would get a passing grade and become a course completer. Before we knew it, the year was ending. We ran in our last elections, registered for our last classes, and we saw the end time come. We switched from the junior side to the senior side at the last pep rally of the year. As the class of 2015 left the building, we stepped into our place as seniors. The year was 2015. Viola Davis made history as the first African-American woman to win an Emmy for actress in a lead role. The United States women's soccer team won the World Cup. Adele said hello, and it was our senior year. Senior year was nothing that any of us expected. Our time as Jaguars came to a close. We had our last first day of school. We had our last homecoming week. Friday nights cheering on our Jags were coming to an end. All year we all said, I cannot wait to graduate. And now, the time has finally come. The last 4 years of Friday night football games, pep rallies, elections, homecoming weeks, and being carefree has come to an end. The year is now 2016. Kobe Bryant has just retired. Donald Trump is now the Republican nominee for president. Beyoncé released Lemonade. and we are graduating. The 14-year-olds that entered the doors of West Florida for the first time 4 years ago are now graduating high school and about to begin the rest of their lives. We leave the class of 2017 what the class before us left behind, the best year of your life. Today, after the last cap is thrown and the last diploma is received, we will go our separate ways. The page will turn and a new chapter in our life will begin, but we will be responsible for completing the rest of our story. It has been an honor having the privilege of serving as your class president. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for some of the best days of my life. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Welcome, Superintendent Malcolm Thomas, school board members, district staff, administration, faculty, staff, family, friends, and finally, the graduating class of 2016. Throughout my 13 years as a student, I've dedicated all of my ambition toward being successful. It was not until recently that I had a realization. I have no idea what reaching success means exactly. Many might assume that I have some sort of special insight to share with you on stage because I'm standing up here. However, the truth is, I'm just as clueless about my future as the next person. I know that I'm willing to work hard, and I know that I want to find success in life, but after that I get stuck. What does it mean to be successful? How will I know when I have reached success? I've been so distracted by chasing academic achievement that I've not allowed myself to consider what it is I really want in life. This is especially scary for me because I'm borderline crazy when it comes to always needing a plan. Even as a person who prefers her goals lined right out in front of her, I truly believe it is impossible to know exactly where we want to go until the moment that we get there. It is impossible to determine our endpoint of success without, over time, deciding what we want and learning how to achieve it. In that way, life is like putting together a jigsaw puzzle without being able to use the picture on the front of the box for help. As we leave adolescence behind, we must also leave behind the stability of knowing exactly what we should be doing at all times. After being told to focus on the topics of standardized tests and having all aspects of our lives being determined by either our teachers, coaches, or parents, we now have to make every single decision ourselves. Of course, we're excited to become independent and start being treated like adults, but the truth is that taking responsibility for every decision that we make is actually terrifying. However, it is with this series of choices that we make after leaving here today that gets us exactly where we are meant to be. Through each decision that we make as liberated individuals, we get new pieces to add to this puzzle that is our lives. These pieces are made up of the people we meet, the experiences we have, and the lessons we learn along the way. In fact, we have a good amount of pieces added up already from life up to this point. Pieces consisting of friendship and our development as individuals. In elementary school, we learned how to make friends and exist in a school environment. In the dreaded middle school, we learned through fights and personal differences that not all friendship pieces are worth keeping. With this, we also learned to become actual individuals with our own thoughts and opinions. Finally, in these past 4 years, we learned how to choose the right friends and utilize our position as individuals. A quote by John Kubler explains it best: "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future." Whether we realize it or not, the people we surround ourselves with do make a huge impact on what we want, who we become, and how we get there. These friendships and self-realizations are the pieces that will always be with us that help guide ourselves into the unknown. However, gaining pieces to our life puzzles is the easy part. The hard part is putting them in the right place in order to shape our lives the way we always wanted. This is where ambition and dedication come in, for we must make the right decision with the pieces we've gained. But don't worry, of course there's room for error. We are not expected to get all of the pieces to fall in the right place on our first try. This will take many tries and many experiences to figure out. But the more pieces we gain over time, the easier it will be to see the big picture. Through every experience that we allow ourselves to have, we learn more about ourselves and the world around us. The more we know, the better off the entire world will be in regards to what we can contribute. The most essential thing to remember is that we should take pride in the way our particular puzzle is shaping up. There's no use in comparing your own to others. It may take longer to solve your puzzle and it may take many more tries, but just know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, as long as you keep going one piece at a time. In closing, and maybe most importantly, when putting all of your pieces together, do not try to force them in places they do not naturally fit. What I mean by this is that you should never chase society's idea of success over your own. For every doctor, we need a comedian, and for every engineer, we need an artist. No matter how insane your dreams may seem, chase them, because a world like ours thrives on both necessity and happiness. I cannot wait to see how each of our puzzles come together, and I thank you each for contributing to my own. I genuinely wish you all the very best.
Welcome, Superintendent Malcolm Thomas, school board members, district staff, administration, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2016. First, I want everyone to take a good look at the people sitting next to you. It is likely that you will never see them again. It seems like we have reached the end, but in reality, this is just the end of the first few chapters of a lifelong book. Everyone's life is a book waiting to be written. How colorful, how extensive, and how elegant each book will be is up to each of you. These past 4 years, I'm sure you've all been through so much. We came here as freshmen, scared and confused. As the years passed, we made some friends, lost others, and made new ones. You would be amazed if you stepped back and look at who was by your side in the beginning and in who is still with you now. For 4 years, this is what we have come to know. Each day, we have come to school to spend over 7 hours with the same group of people. These are some of the people who have become such a big part in our lives. Countless memories have been made. I am so thankful to have been able to share them with some of you. But with all things in life, this part of our story must come to an end. When you were young, you all had dreams of what you wanted to be when you grew up. Some wanted to be astronauts, others wanted to be veterinarians. Those passions burned bright inside of each of you. As you grew up, those dream jobs may have changed, as your circumstances may have changed or your interests may have been refined. Even so, you must hold on to that burning passion you once had. Do not let that fire burn out, no matter how tough life gets. If a young boy can move to a foreign country where he doesn't know a single word of the language and rise through the ranks of his peers and fight his way to the top, then all your dreams and passions are completely achievable. Con cảm ơn ba mẹ đã cực khổ nuôi con khôn lớn cho con có được ngày hôm nay. Con rất là hãnh diện con là con của ba mẹ. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for making the necessary sacrifices so that I may experience this moment today. I am proud to be your child. I'm sure everyone sitting before me today can say the same thing to his or her parents. It seems like everything would change after today. It is a bittersweet day for all of us. Many of you, including myself, have been anxiously waiting for this moment all year long. I think it is safe to say that those of you who are sitting here today have survived the outbreak of senioritis. Soon, you will have to worry about the freshman 15, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. However, now that we are finally here, I cannot help but wonder how this year has gone by so fast. But let's not look at what was behind us. Instead, let us turn towards the future and look down each road as far as we could. We are all taking different paths from here on out. Many of us are going off to different colleges. Many are entering the workforce, and some are enlisting to defend the mightiest country on earth. Whatever path you set foot on after today, just remember this: we are the future of America. We will soon be the ones making decisions that will affect future generations. Therefore, the duty lies with us to uphold the greatness of our nation. So I ask of all of you, with each step you take, make sure it takes you towards greatness. Whatever path you may choose, make sure there is a spring in each step. Always have confidence in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Each choice you make sure it builds upon who you want to be as a person. What we do as individuals will culminate into what our country will be as a whole. Now, the thought of entering the real world may seem daunting at first, but don't worry. You're not quite there yet. For the majority of us, college is right around the corner. Those nights when you stayed up until 3 in the morning to finish that paper last minute, we're not in. The stress that comes with finishing up projects, we're not in. The drama that comes with having to deal with other people, we're not in. In a way, college is simply a repetition of high school. We will soon become scared and confused freshmen once again. And those of you who are going into the military or workforce, you have not escaped the pressures of life either. So do not think of this as the end. Although we have just wrapped up the first few chapters in our lives, the rest of the book awaits you to open it and feel its contents. I'm sure everyone will have much to write about, both in his own book and on the stage of life. Because as John Keaton said in Dead Poets Society, life is a powerful play that goes on and on. Hopefully we will all contribute a verse. But for now, let's all take our final bow. Now is our time to go, but it's safe to say that at least we stole the show. I wish you all good luck on your journeys, and hopefully life treats you well.
Class of 2016, it is a pleasure that I present to you Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Malcolm Thomas, who will share his graduation message and congratulatory remarks. Please receive our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Malcolm Thomas.
Let me begin by saying congratulations to all the parents and the grandparents, all the family members. I know that you are very proud of this graduating class, this great group of young people. And to the graduating class, let me be among the first to congratulate you for being at the place where you're earning that high school diploma. 4 years ago, graduation seemed so far away, but here you are. Today is graduation day, and every one of you have made it to this point. Your class motto that you adopted is that we keep moving forward, opening new doors, doing new things because you're curious. And it's that curiosity that keeps leading you down new paths. And some new paths you have found. You've also found a few old paths. Let me share a few of the accomplishments of this graduating class. Let's start with your academic accomplishments. In this class, 21% of you are going to graduate with a grade point average better than 4.0. That's almost a fourth of you better than an A average. An outstanding number. And as good as that is, it's astounding that you have a whopping 68% of this class graduating with a grade point average better than 3.0. Congratulations for your academic accomplishment. You also have a member in this class that has been accepted into the Air Force Academy on a full scholarship. But as a collective group, you have earned many, many scholarships. As a matter of fact, when we add the dollar value for all the scholarships that this class has earned at West Florida High School, you have earned over $2.9 million, almost $3 million, one graduating class in one high school. If you're in this class and you've earned a scholarship of any amount from any source, I'd like you to stand. We want to celebrate your academic accomplishment. Wow. Outstanding. You have accomplished so much more than earning scholarships. There are 99 seniors in this group that participated in the ACE program. You had 17 business partners that hosted one or more students for this class. You've earned a number of industry certifications. You have competed at Skills USA. As a matter of fact, there are 2 students that took first place in digital cinema production at the regional Skills USA. And yet another student was part of the Quiz Bowl team that placed first place, Skills USA, at the regional competition. And you have a student that's the Millennial Scholar Award winner. Your band has had an outstanding year. superior rating at the Florida Bandmasters MPA marching competition. Your band, your color guard, and your percussion all received Best in Class at the Emerald Coast competition. And drama, you went to the state competition, and there were students in this class that received Superior for playwriting, solo musical, and duet musical. And when we think about foreign language, one of your students had a real special accomplishment. There was a perfect score for dramatic poetry presentation at the Florida State Spanish Conference this year. Your art students have placed in many, many competitions across the district and the community. At the Greater Gulf Coast Arts Festival, West Florida High School had the first and the second place winner. In the Congressional Art Show, West Florida High School, first place. Artel Mask Exhibit, first place. And the Bright Images Art Exhibit, one first place winner and two that placed third place. Academically, you've made your mark. You've found the path. A number of you will receive athletic scholarships for football, girls soccer, basketball, softball, and baseball. Your football team was a Class 5A district championship. You have among you the WEAR Scholar Athlete of the Year. Your track team, both boys track and girls track, have won the district title, and that was for the 8th consecutive year. A senior in this class was in the top 3 for the Class 2A Track and Field State Championship, not just once, not just twice, but 3 times one of yours was in the top 3 in the state championship. Your boys golf team was the district champ. Your girls softball team, the district champs. The girls tennis was the district runner-up. And your girls basketball team, back-to-back district championships. So you have searched out the new path and you've found your way, but all of the academic accomplishments and scholarships, that's just the beginning. There are those in this class that have decided that they're going to serve our country by enlisting and serving in the U.S. military. If you're in this graduating class and you've decided that you're going to enlist or have already enlisted, I'd like for you to stand because I want to applaud your service to our country and your willingness to stand in the gap. We appreciate what you're doing. Thank you. Thank you. So the class of 2016 at West Florida High School, you're the group that's been moving forward, knocking on doors and making them open. A class that would be curious enough and confident enough that you would believe in yourself and dare to believe that you could change not only yourself, but through changing yourself, you might be able to change the world. Because what you have discovered is that if you're going to start the change, you have to always begin with that one that you can control the most, and that is yourself. Every great dream always begins with a dreamer. Every creative solution, every discovery that mankind has ever made always began with a spark of imagination, someone's curiosity being piqued, and then someone listening to that inner voice, that inner instinct that somehow knows exactly where you should head and the direction that you should move. So if you will always listen to what you know instinctively, it'll almost always lead you to the right path. I will remind you that the well-beaten path does not always make the right path or the right road. Understand that the right for you to choose your own path is a very special privilege. So be curious enough, continue to be confident enough to dwell in the possibilities of your imagination and your curiosity. If you do that, it'll put you on the path that will help you become a star. And to become a star, You have to shine from within your own light, not the light of others. And that means following your own path. And don't worry about when the path seems a little dark. Stars don't have to worry about the darkness, because it is in the darkness where the stars always shine the brightest. So as you leave this ceremony and you embark on the rest of your life's journey, just always remember your class motto: keep moving forward, open new doors, do new things because you're curious, because that curiosity will lead you down the new path. God bless you, and best of luck in your future.
At this time, we'll begin the presentation of diplomas to the class of 2016.
Deanna Zahara Abdelgadir, cum laude. Jakarta Simone Abney Sims. Sapatra Apimai. Logan Adams, cum laude. Jonathan Michael Alabac, cum laude. Bailey Elizabeth Alvarez. German Barrett Anderson, summa cum laude. Isabel Nito Areola, summa cum laude. Zoe Alana Armitage. Lynn Ruth Arthur, summa cum laude. Nikita George Babkin, summa cum laude. Ronnie Jean Baker Matson. Samantha Jershelle Banks, cum laude. Russell Carl Bankston III. Janelle Marie Barnett. Tristan Michael Barrett, summa cum laude. Shay Marie Baxter. Rachel Marie Baines. Jackson Christopher Benz. Ryan Nicholas Berthume. Celeste Catherine Bishop, summa cum laude. Danielle Ray Black, magna cum laude. Javon Deshay Black.
Anthony Charles Blanco. Morgan Elizabeth Blomberg, summa cum laude. Jalen Taiwan Boyd. Lucas William Breidenbaugh. Jasmine Helena Britt. Mitchell Evans Brooks, summa cum laude. Haley Ann Brown. Haley Deneen Brown, summa cum laude. Marissa Jonte Salon Brown. Natalie Isabella Brown. Zaria Simone Brown. Anna Jean Bryant, summa cum laude. Alexander Paul Bullock. Elizabeth Joanne Burke, summa cum laude. Sierra Blues Butler. Cheyenne Lynn Bird, cum laude. Justin Isaiah Bird, summa cum laude. Mary Margaret Bird, summa cum laude. Keyshawn Jaquan Caldwell, cum laude. Rebecca Marie Campbell. Jessica Reese Carr. Maeve Meredithan Carroll. Matthew Douglas Carroll. Zachary Renton Cassidy. Kathleen Marie Colley, summa cum laude.
Kenneth Alexander Chadwick. Michaela Catherine Clark, summa cum laude. Stephen Nicholas Cochran. Ebony Faith Koger. Sarah Rose Cooley, magna cum laude. Cassie Diane Craig. Kayla Marie Cushing. Tyler Jordan Darnell. Hakeem Marcel Davis. Tiana Yvette Dawkins. Javante Ray Deloche. Alexa Raquel Durbany. Joanne Elizabeth Diestro. Jordan Tyler Tyne Domingo. Curtia Moesha Douglas. Wyatt Alexander Douglas. Brittany Marshall Downs. Monica Lynn Briannis Duckworth, cum laude. China Almega Duncan. Andrea Lachey Edmonds. Madison Elizabeth Engelhart, summa cum laude. Kanisha Delois English. Valentino Andreas Mateo Espinoza Jr., summa cum laude. Luke Alexander Astaris, summa cum laude. Kellen Jesus Evans. John Allen Facer, summa cum laude. David Thomas Faircloth, summa cum laude.
William Morris Fawcett. Dustin Cortell Floyd. Jacob David Flynn. Willow Grace Foxworth. Faith Ariel Franklin, magna cum laude. Megan Lynn Freeman. Irvin Thomas Freihofer, cum laude. Emma Page Gandrup. Ashley Nicole Gardner, cum laude. Christopher James Garland. Jordan Brene Gibbs. Damon Wade Gibson. Carrier Key Marquise Amore Gillis. Emma Marie Gilmore, cum laude. Zachary Blake Gither. Robert Zachary Glenn. Brandon Daniel Goodson, cum laude. Ramaya Chandria Grace, cum laude. Brianna Lynn Greathouse. Miles DeAndre Green. Diamond Kiasia Grice Pickett. Laney Noel Groff. Dalton Scott Grubbs, summa cum laude.
Isabella Rose Guerrera, cum laude. Malik DeAndre Eric Hare. Jasmine Marcette Hamilton, cum laude. Taylor Ray Marie Hardy. Madeline Rose Harrigan. Jessica Lee Harrison. Brianna Sean Hartshorn. Catherine Renee Harvell, summa cum laude. Hunter Avery Hatcher, cum laude. Bryce Stafford Helton, cum laude. Juliana Marie Hewitt. Victor Darrell Hill, Jr. Jared Robert Holly, summa cum laude. LaKirsten Tiarmer Hooks. Summer Lynn Huggins. Madeline Annette Hutchison, summa cum laude. Lane Markham Isbell, summa cum laude. Javen Chandler Jean Jackson. Tyler Evan Jackson. Kinsley Drew Jandora. Melissa Grace Jansen, summa cum laude. Christopher Austin Johnson. Brianna Keonshea Jones. Corbin Cortez Jones. Deja Nicole Jones.
Marcus Daniel Johan Jones, summa cum laude. Matthew Ryan Jones, cum laude. Taylor Sierra Jones. Sydney Desiree Jordan. Vanessa Arguelles Kaibigan. Calenthia Marie Kaplan. Samantha Ann Karp, summa cum laude. Tomas Elliott Kelly. Madison Renee Kuhert, cum laude. Brandon Michael Keeker. Adam Gerald Levan, summa cum laude. Michael Tien Lee. Annalise Yvette Lee. Astasia Tiana Lee, magna cum laude. Hannah Nicole Lennox. Tierra Amore Let. Allison Michaela Little, summa cum laude. Katoni Thierry Littles. Ebony Lachey Livingston, summa cum laude. Caitlin Ray Logan. Noah Tyler Lott, summa cum laude. Jack Hamilton Lovett, summa cum laude.
Taylor Dalton Lundy, summa cum laude. Jalen Marquise Malone. James Bentley Malsberger. Joshua Connor Matheny, cum laude. Nina Lepre Matthias, summa cum laude. Elena Michelle Mayhew, summa cum laude. Catherine Joy MacArthur, summa cum laude. Jessica Nicole McCrory, cum laude. Abri Ariana McDaniel, cum laude. Logan James McKenzie. Mariah Celine McMullen, summa cum laude. Mitchell Howard McMullen. Brandon Michael McNamara. Benjamin Joel McNeese. Dominic Michael McQueen. Dwayne Daniel McQueen. Jocelyn Ashante McShane. Logan Taylor Mead, cum laude. Dana Renee Miller, cum laude. Sarah Emma Mills, summa cum laude. Hadia Noel Mitchell, summa cum laude. Donald Brandon Monnet, summa cum laude. James Christopher Mooney. Jabracia Titera Moore, cum laude. Chanel Nicole Moore.
Cedric DeAndre Moultrie. Charlyn Brittany Murdy, cum laude. Bianca Francois Mutter, magna cum laude. Andrew Dwayne Nelson. Tex T. Nelson III. Summer Rochelle Ness. Farah Dawn Nicholas, summa cum laude. Hannah Nicole O'Neill, magna cum laude. Jason Alexander Ogle, summa cum laude. Adam Jacob Ostegard, summa cum laude. Brianna Nicole Parker, summa cum laude. Rihanna Ajay Patel, cum laude. Aaliyah Paige Patterson. Kaylin Elizabeth Patterson. Destiny Victoria Painter, cum laude. Liberty Danielle Peebles, summa cum laude. Ariane Adele Petway. Sean Michael Filson. Andy An Fu, summa cum laude. Ryan Edison Poe. Daniel Nicholas Price, summa cum laude. Olivia Simone Price. Peyton Alexandra Price, cum laude. Adarius Dewan Purefoy. Jessica Lynn Ratson. Christopher Todd Reber.
Charles Anthony Redding Jr., summa cum laude. Samantha Lorraine Reed, cum laude. Cameron Ryan Lynn Reddick. Ariel Sheena Reyes. Ryan Paul Reyes, summa cum laude. John Daniel Rhodes. Braden Cole Richardson, magna cum laude. Jasmine Janelle Richardson. Ricky Bernard Richardson Jr. Shedrick Lamar Robinson Jr. Stephen Roy Rogers III. Trevor Alexander Rodriguez. Dylan Kane Rogers. Kayla Jordan Romero, summa cum laude. Joseph Aaron Rosado. Lindy Marie Sadler. Miranda Lane Sadler. Sydney Danielle Sampson, cum laude. Kevin Timothy Sanders, summa cum laude. Robert Adetayo Sanders. Tierra Anise Sanders. Victoria Isabel Santos, magna cum laude. Dylan Ray Salters. Jonathan Lee Scoggins, cum laude.
Tyler Justin Salito. Savannah Jean Sanabre. Jamal J. Sharp. Jamari Jordan Sharp, cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Shepard. Jordan Keon Shepard. Reuben Henry Shepard Jr. Elizabeth Quion Shin, summa cum laude. Chardonnay Rashay Simpkins. Jalen Allen Simpson. Jamisha Monet Simpson. Jasmine Marie Smith. Aaron Snell. Amber Nicole Stroud. Catherine Lindsay Nicole Stroud, summa cum laude. Jennifer Michelle Sublet, summa cum laude. Warren Lamar Suggs, Jr. Joshua Malik Swift. Miranda Loren Taylor, summa cum laude. Samantha Ann Taylor. Zachary Alexander Taylor, cum laude. Angel Lenasia Thomas. Symphony Gabrielle Thomas. And Javia Tyriel Tompkins. Ayana Annette Thompson. Carrington Anthony Tibbs, summa cum laude.
Alexis Dawn Tinker, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Reagan Tomlinson, summa cum laude. Alex Wuxi Tran, summa cum laude. Alexis Mihun Tran, summa cum laude. Emily Grace Twitchell. Morgan Rain Underwood. Miranda Marie Vidoc. Ashley Thu M. Veray, summa cum laude. Autumn Noel Wadsworth. Jamichael Jamal Walker. Sarah Elizabeth Walker, cum laude. Ty Hunter Ward. Shelby Renee Warner, summa cum laude. Wesley Tyler Warwick. Murray Isaiah Washington. Sarah Christine Whedon, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Solomon Wells Jr., summa cum laude. Colette Kiana Williams. Tara Christine Williams, summa cum laude. Jordan Tyler Whitney. Allison Joy Woodfin. Stephen Matthew Woodson. Wade Allen Wolford, cum laude. Jacqueline McKenna Young. Shannon Nico Zinowich.
Superintendent Thomas, as the last student comes this way, as principal of West Florida High School, I hereby certify each of these seniors has met the eligibility requirements for a high school diploma as prescribed by Escambia County School Board and the state of Florida.
Will the class of 2016 please rise? On behalf of the members of the Escambia County School Board and the state of Florida, by the powers vested in me as superintendent of schools for the Escambia County School District, I hereby declare each of these seniors receiving a diploma today as graduates of the Escambia County School District. You may now turn your tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2016 West Florida High School.
Congratulations to this class of 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Thank you so much for coming. We ask that you please expedite your departure due to another commencement ceremony, which is scheduled to begin after this one. Parents, family, and friends should refrain from entering the arena floor. Graduates will exit the Bay Center via the northwest exit. Have a great afternoon. Thank you, and congratulations again, class of 2016.